I made a drawer system, and I made it for cheaper than the price of a single drawer you can buy from BCF and hardware places.
Looks pretty sturdy.
It is pretty sturdy.
First impression.
I'm only getting a few little rattles at the moment, but I think it's probably more the way I packed the actual drawers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll show you how it works.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can't wait.
Nah.
The folks at home are waiting to see what they can do. Okay, now at the end of this video, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, how long do you think it took me to make these drawers?
Yeah.
Okay, so keep that in mind.
All right, cool.
All right, so let's do it. The very first drawer is the big one on the left. If I was to do it again, I'm going to start with this. If I was to do it again, I would have done 3 small drawers.
Okay.
I'll show you why in a second.
Yeah.
I'll show you. It's, anyway, we'll get there. Okay, let's do the big drawer on the left. Now, you can't open up any of these drawers. See, I locked them. And all I did was just bought from Bunnings for a few bucks, just some little lynch pins here.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Like that, and just drilled a hole straight through. A little bit tricky on the sides there.
Yeah.
The construction is just basically marine ply bottom, marine ply on the top, and then plywood everywhere else. I used just normal plywood, and the reason why it looks nice is because I beeswaxed it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's come out pretty well.
Yeah, so you can see like the grain on it a little bit more than you would just normal plywood.
Yeah.
And I tested it, and the beeswax does make it, it beads the water. So I was pretty surprised, actually.
Yeah.
It's expensive, beeswax, but it doesn't stink out your car. Because it's in the back of the wagon, it stinks out the car.
Nice little touch.
So would you like to do the honours?
I can do it?
Now, there's no handle,
Okay, I was
you'll see.
gonna say.
So what it is, it's a push, and then it will pop out. And
Like in a kitchen at home?
Yeah. So push it, and then it pops out like that.
Mate.
So it's okay when it's on this angle like this, because it doesn't roll back. But if you're on the opposite angle, just do these ones. Just do that, and then it stops it. So the same pin I had on the side.
You get a hole drilled in there.
Yeah. So the same pin on the side, just.
I like all your I like all this. These here.
Yeah. So I put down the side, not so much this side because that's more like softer.
Yeah.
But just down this side, I put like my little toolkit. So if I want to get anything out really quick, I can.
It's all sort of secure cables, chargers. Yeah, I like that.
And what I used and you'll see that this doesn't have its case anymore because it took up a little bit too much room.
Yeah.
So what I did is I just used some bamboo things from Bunnings, and then I just screwed them down instead of making my own dividers.
They're
they're screwed in, so this thing doesn't move around anymore.
Nice.
So so that's that, and I got a little spare butane there.
Yeah. Just in case.
Yeah, and I just got my milk and stuff there, just in case.
All your
Billy, I put some washers in there just to stop it from making its tinny noise. So just some tea towels in there, and I got my knife set and everything all in there. It's kind of how it's set out. I chopped a sponge up into 2, otherwise it'd be sticking out weird. I've got some water here, and then I got like all down the side here. I can just easily grab the things that I use quickly the most. That. Yeah, it just kind of tucks in. It's a bit harder when it's got all the stuff in there, because I really only use most of the stuff at home, but still tucks in there. Get the lighter pretty quickly. There's the things that we always use a lot around the campfire.
Yeah.
And then, I got my tools and stuff. They're easier to just put up against the side, because if they lay flat, they
take too much room.
They do. They take up too much room. You can't put anything on top of them.
Nah.
You could put them in foam, but then that just takes up way too much room.
Makes it awkward.
But I can easily get all this stuff out here, get the battery out, do what I need to do. I've got access to all my drill bits as well. So, and it doesn't move around or rattle because it's got that little it's got that non-slip mat on the side, and all this stuff here that lines all the bottoms and the sides. That from Bunnings would have cost me about $60.
Really?
But what I did is I went to Kmart and I bought some gym mats, some 8mm gym mats.
Nice.
Which were $8.
Yeah.
And I just chopped them up, drilled them in. They're a bit soft and they rip quite easily.
But as long as it protects.
Just for holding stuff.
Yeah.
It's fine. I haven't really had many issues.
Just that non-slip stuff you want, hey.
That's it. And it's cheap. Just think of the cheapest thing possible. These little compartments, these little dividers, they all cost like $2 each. So it's like 2, 4, 6. It's about $6 or $7 in bamboo containers. That would have taken me ages to make the dividers and then screw it in, and then and then I would have been unhappy with the fit and finish on it anyway. So pretty happy, and I can just screw them out at any time and maneuver around.
That's impressive.
Yeah, thanks.
Looks good, mate.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it at the moment. I was a little bit worried with the big drawer because it's really hard to fill. You'll see I've got some blank spaces here because it's really hard to jam pack like, you know, cram it all in.
All the stuff in.
Yeah, so I'll show you the small drawer, which is why I like the small drawer. But yeah, so I'll show you that. So yeah, so it doesn't really move around much.
Yeah.
You just take out that little pin there, and then you shut it. It does. The hinge has been catching a little bit with a little bit of load on it.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems to be going pretty good now. And then I just lock it in again when I'm traveling.
Yeah.
And then it kind of stops it from
moving.
Next one.
Yeah.
Want to do the honors?
Oh, sure. Is it unlocked?
Sure is.
Oh, wow. Toolkit, hey?
Yeah. So that one's like the pretty much the tools.
Yeah.
I got like a little pot in the back, which I probably don't use very much, just for cooking. And I got the thing that I use the most at the top is the hammer, and the gloves and the woods at the front. And then just all the tools and that. Just kind of made it the most frequently used stuff goes towards the front.
Yeah.
And the least frequently used stuff goes
towards the back. Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's pretty common, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It didn't cost me much to make all this. The hinges were $18. Oh, sorry, the hinges, the drawer runners.
Yeah.
The drawer runners were $18 each.
Okay. Not too bad.
So yeah, they just go all the way to the back. I've got about like 18 centimeters that I can't access directly over the top.
Yeah.
But it's not too bad. I can still fit stuff in there
Yeah.
fine. So I just got to move a few things out of the way.
Yeah.
Save me a pile of money. Doing it that way.
Doing it yourself.
Yeah. Doing it that way too. So how long do you reckon it took me to make this drawer setup?
Well, I know you had this part done.
I did the bottom separately.
Are we talking hours or days?
And so, your choice. How long do you reckon it would take? For someone like me who I don't have many skills, I know how to do basic stuff, but...
It's probably been 3 weeks since I saw you last.
Okay.
And you had just this bottom part.
Just the kind of bottom of it,
go maybe a good 10 days.
10 days to make it?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Am I close or?
Not even. Took me a day.
Really?
Knocked it up in a day.
Gee, that was way off.
Wow. I started late on one day, so I started at like 9:30 on the first day.
Yeah.
And I finished it about like 11 o'clock the next day in the morning.
Okay.
So I only went from like 9:30 to like 5.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take very long at all. And then just a little bit of tinkering just to get it to fit. So there's another couple of days of just like half an hour here, half an hour there, with a little bit of beeswax and stuff as well. And so, but I mean, you could knock this up easily in a day. It's pretty straightforward.
Wow.
So, I like the small drawer because I can stack it.
Yeah.
You probably noticed that it uses the space a bit better.
Yeah.
So if I was to do it again, I would have made a burner size drawer here.
Yeah.
And then just another awkward size drawer,
Yeah.
whatever, I don't care.
And
then another, and then just keep that drawer the way it is. I thought that it would work well because I had my table here.
Yeah.
I was telling Alex earlier.
Yeah.
I had the table here, and the idea was that the small one, the table, only came out to here, so the small drawer would be the only one that I couldn't use.
Yeah.
And then I ended up making this too close to the table, and then the door wouldn't shut. So that was a bit frustrating. But I will take these out again at some point, maybe in another, maybe another 3 or 4 months or something. And then just shave just the front of it off so I can put the table back on. But it's not a big deal. I just bought an extra little table here. So that they'll see that in the camping stuff that we're doing when we do our cooking segment and stuff. Just so I don't have to stuff around with getting that and then bolting it back on.
Yeah.
I just fold that out and it's good to go.
There you go.
A little bit of a hassle, but a quick fix, I suppose. But the drawers have been super handy.
Yeah.
Just having everything so it has a place is super important.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you and the folks at home what they could do with pretty much a day or so of their time. A little bit of, take your time and, shave it and then get it in. It's like, it doesn't really work out very well. And
looks good.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with it at the moment. That's pretty much all I wanted to show you. Do you think you would be doing a drawer setup in your car?
Don't know.
Because I got rid of my bins. In America they call them bins, but the cargo boxes. So the way I kind of set it up as well, just in the back, I got my fridge here. It's not on a slide. It doesn't need to because it can open up okay. And I've got the battery just behind it, which we can charge our stuff really easily too.
That's good.
And then on top of here, I've got my swag inside because I can. I don't really have to have it on the roof, but it gives us the option though. Like if I'm taking you or other people,
else,
I can just put the swag on the roof, and then I've got this big open area, and I can take a third person. Or I can take 5 people with all the chairs up, all the seats up.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I think so.
Yeah,
It's good, mate.
yeah, and there's a little bit of room down the sides just for water and
handy stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, and we're camping at the moment. We're at Forest Beach.
Forest Beach, yeah.
So it's very nice here.
Yeah, a bit windy.
Temperature's starting to drop.
Yeah, it'll be a good night, nice and clear.
But yeah, if you wanted to see the, I guess the vlog or whatever, it's not really a vlog, but if you wanted to see the adventure, I guess, of how we got here and what we were doing in this trip, we've made a video on that as well, or the video will be coming out. So I'll make sure I make a little link to that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to go get some food now. What are you thinking?
So, yep.
Thinking a steak?
Big steak.
A big steak.
Cold beer.
Sounds good to me. All right. Okay, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.